Hi YouTube, I'm coming today with a story time. Okay, I put a poll. I think that's what it's called. Hold on, let me get my lipstick on fleek. Okay, well, I think it's called a poll where you put where you do this thing where you have people vote of which one. So I did three. One was my labor story. One was when I got arrested, and one was X used phone to cheat. X used my phone to cheat. Okay, so first the one with me getting arrested was winning. Everybody was like, "Do this one," and then right out of the creep, here comes people clicking for the story time when X used my phone. So the video we're going to do today is X used my phone to cheat. So where do I start? I'm gonna start. Okay, I believe it was a holiday. I believe it was Thanksgiving, if I'm not mistaken. And I let him come over because my family liked him. And as he made it seem to me as if he really didn't have a family house to go over. I'm not gonna go deep into the story of that because there's no point of going deep into that because that has nothing to do with this story. So I invited him to my house for Thanksgiving to eat at my house, to eat my food at my family Thanksgiving. Okay, and he came, and everything was going smooth. My friend came over, my best friend. I don't have a problem with saying her name. Her name is Mahliyah, but the guy we're gonna use his name as Tyrone. So this guy name is gonna be Tyrone. Also, if you hear any babies talking in the background, it is because I have twins and they're sitting right next to me. But anyway, let's get on with this story. So everything was going good, everything was running very smoothly. I believe me and him and my mom and my brother and like everybody else ate. We were just waiting for my friend to come because I also invited her over too because that was my best friend. So why not invite her over also? So my best friend come and we're all chilling in my room, just chillaxing because they both knew each other because of a mutual person. They both knew each other. So, everything was going good. Woo, woo, woo. So the night is ending. Okay, the night is ending, and um, he asked to use my phone. Okay, so I have no problem with you using my phone because he lived in the city and I lived in the suburbs. So I have no problem with you using my phone to figure out, like where you going and do you have, somewhere to go and, who's going to pick you up and, that stuff of that nature. Okay, so he asked to use my phone. He asked, whatever. He asked to use my phone. So I let him, being, like, okay, go ahead, use my phone. And something is not clicking to me. Like, he's using my phone and leaving my room and going to sit in the front room by himself. So I'm like, okay, what's the thing? Why are you using my phone and then going into the front room? And guys do this thing, oh, none, I'm just chilling and just trying to figure out what I'm gonna do, blah, 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 blah. He basically tried to use that on me. And at the time, I felt for it, like, okay, well, maybe he just, want his conversations to be private. He don't want anybody to know what's going on, woo. Okay, so something is getting, like, even more fishy with me, and I am not liking it, okay? I'm not. So some little thing tells me in my head, like, take your phone. Like, this nigga is using your phone and he's leaving your room. Because I kept telling him, like, okay, come back in my room. Like, you're sitting in the front room and it's kind of looking a little suspicious. I'm kind of not feeling it the way you keep leaving the room and you're sitting in the front room by yourself and nobody's up there with you. Like, why are you doing that? Like, come back in my room. And he would still leave the room. So I took my phone. Like, this is my phone. Give me my phone. This is my phone. Okay, he didn't give me my phone back right away, like voluntarily give me my phone back. So he had my phone and he had it in his hand, so I hurried up and did one of those quick snatches out his hand, and I locked the screen because we started kind of tussling over my phone, so I locked the screen, and he does not know my password. So I ended up locking the screen, and he walked out the room like very madly, like you're being childish and all of this, blah blah. So as he walks out the room, me and my friend is going through, what he was going through. So I read his text messages between him and his dad, like texts of him, like texting other people. And I'm like, oh, okay, well, he really was just texting other people. So I go on my Facebook. This dude said nothing about using Facebook. Let's just make this clear. I thought he was going to use my phone to use a text, to use a call, to figure out his ride or where he was going to go stay or whatever that. Never knew this dude was going to log out of my Facebook to log into his Facebook. Like, Tyrone was wild. So I go on the Facebook and I'm looking like, okay, this is his Facebook. So being a girl, what I do, I go straight to messages. Click the first messages. Okay, note the whole week he was coming to my house, just kicking it, the whole week. So the whole period of time that he's at my house using my phone, he was messaging this girl. So I'm going through these messages and I'm just looking like, best friend. You know how girls are like, best friend, tell me why. Like, you're dead using my phone to text somebody else. The same girl who he would say he had nothing to do with, who was just a friend. Also, the same girl who was the cousin to another girl who he used to talk to. Like, such a big commotion. Which is also a girl that I had got into an argument before because she called me out of my name. So this is like the same girl, like the same little mumbo jumbo going back and forth. Okay, so I see that he's messaging her off of my phone every day that he's at my house using my phone. So I say, Tyrone, like, what is this? And he's like, what? I'm like, come on now, you think I'm stupid? Like, you're using my phone to text Shorty? Like, what are you doing with life? Like, what is life when you use somebody else's phone to, like, basically cheat and, like, message somebody else? Like, what is life? So he like, man, that ain't nothing, man. That ain't nothing. She just a friend, and she was messaging me first. Just a big mumbo jumbo that dudes do all the time. Okay, so I did one of those, like, yeah, whatever. You can have the phone back. Being generous, you can have the phone back. Message Shorty, and you go to Shorty house. Like, you sitting in my house using my phone to message her. You message her, tell her you're on your way, and you go be with her. You go to her house. You go have Thanksgiving at her house with her family. Like, how dare you? Like, you've been in my house all this week using my phone to message her. Like, what? Okay, so the night ends and it's time for Tyrone to go because now I am heated and with so many words I did not, be like, Ma, he was using my phone to message a girl. Like, I think I was maybe like 8, 17, maybe 16, 17 at the time. This is way back because I'm 21 now. But anyway, so, it's time for Tyrone to go. Bye, Tyrone, So it's about maybe 10 o'clock. And the train comes at maybe 10:45. Okay, so how I know is because Tyrone asks us to use my phone again to look up the train schedule. So I say, okay, well, you can use my phone to look up the train schedule because you ain't got to go home, but you got to leave here. Like, you being disloyal, and I'm just letting you come to my house to my family holiday. Like, and this is not the only holiday or the only place that Tyrone has went with me with my family. And that's why I was so upset. Like, come on now. Like, really? Like, you're really going to be disrespectful like that? So Tyrone uses it. Like I said, it's about 10 o'clock. The train comes 10:30, 10:45, whatever. And he's like, okay, well, I'm going to go catch this train. So my friend says, you think you're going to catch this train at just in time, and you walk in? And he like, yeah, because where I live, the bus is stopped at 6 o'clock. Okay, some areas it might have went to maybe 6:30, but they stop really early, especially on holidays. They probably don't even run on holidays. So she's like, are you really gonna catch the train in time? And I lived on the west side, and the train station was on the east side, not too far, about maybe 4 miles. It's more, not too far, but not too easy to get. So Tyrone tells my friend, yeah, he'll make it, and I'm like, at this point, I'm like, I don't care what he do, but he gotta leave. Like, he just disrespected me. He cannot stay here. Okay, so we're gonna get to this part of when this dude Tyrone lied. Okay, Tyrone comes back, and Tyrone is calling my phone. No, not calling my phone, because he didn't have a phone. He is like screaming my name outside, screaming my friend name outside, and knocking on the door like crazy. Okay, so my friends say, what is that noise? So I'm like, I don't know, because we're thinking Tyrone is on his way to the train station. So we come, and she opens the door. No, scratch that. That's a whole different story and a whole different day. This is what happened. I'm in the bathroom. My friend hears a knock on the door, and she goes to the door. Okay, so Tyrone is outside. So she comes to me. She's like, Tyrone is outside, and he said he just got stabbed. What? What? So me, I hurry up and go to the door, because now Tyrone is talking about he just got stabbed. Like, this is epic. Like, how do you get stabbed on your way to the train station where I used to live, because it was such a quiet town, but it's possible it's nighttime, you're a dude, you're by yourself, and the way he lived his life is he is thug life, or whatever you want to call it. So it could have been possible if it was in a tough city, but in this town that I lived in, it really wasn't possible. But the way that he was acting was kind of like, oh, okay, well, maybe he did. So his story was that he was walking, and he was at the train station, and he had missed it, but he was going to catch the next one because he was already up there. He said that some people was in a truck, and he explained to us how many people was in the truck. If you're going to explain how many people in the truck, you really looking deep in that truck, okay? Then he said that some people jumped out and they stabbed him. No, Tyrone had a knife once he left my house. Okay, Tyrone carried a knife. So my first thing to ask Tyrone was, where's your knife? And he's like, oh, well, I dropped it. I'm like, okay, well, did you stab any one of them? And he's like, no. How do you have a knife? How do you drop it and you not manage to stab them, but they stab you? Also, Tyrone had on 2 jackets that night. How do somebody stab your arm? If they're going to stab you, they're going to stab you where it hurts. Nobody is going to try to cut your arm to stab you while you're walking by yourself by any means necessary. Nobody's going to. So my friend is like, where is the cut wound and all of this, yada, yada, yada. So he pulls up his sleeve and he shows her. So my first thing was, how come his jackets aren't cut? Okay, that's the first thing. Like, did you roll your jacket up and say, here, cut me here? Like, no, this just does not happen. Okay, so, like, it was just kind of fishy to me, like, how all of that went down. So he's like, come on, I done missed the train now. I don't have anywhere to go. Can I use your phone to look up a shelter to go stay in? So I'm like, yeah, here goes my phone. Go look up a shelter to stay in. Then my friend like, you're just going to let him, leave back out, woo, woo, woo. He just got stabbed and all of that, but it kind of sounds fishy, woo, woo. I'm like, yeah, you're right. So I go back in the front room, and he asks me, can you ask your mom, can I sleep in her van? So I go in my room. I go in my mom's room and say, well, Tyrone misses his train. I almost said his name. I say, Tyrone misses his train, and he wants to know, can he sleep in your truck, in your van, but can he just sleep on the couch? Because at this time, things around Thanksgiving time, it's getting cold. Like, that's stupid. And my mom is not the type of person to let somebody sleep outside in a truck or just outside in general. So she said, yeah, he could sleep on the couch. So, cool, you can sleep on the couch now. But once the morning comes, dude, you got to go. I did not forget about using my phone to text Shorty. Like, I did not. Okay, so, again, he says, can I use your phone? Woo, woo, woo. To text my dad, blah, blah, blah. So he texts his dad, he's not going to come there, woo, woo. And I'm like, okay, well, once you finish with my phone, homie, I want my phone back. Like, it's unbelievable that you really use my phone to text somebody else. The same girl who called me out my name, the same girl who I've been having problems with because of you, the same girl. Like, this is not okay. Like, this is just not okay, and I'm not feeling it. So yeah, Tyrone ended up spending the night that night, and that morning, I made sure Tyrone was out of there. Okay, I'm not being shady or anything because me and Tyrone still associate now, and I'm pretty sure Tyrone is gonna watch this video, and he's probably gonna be laughing at it at this moment about what he did because he's a clown. But you know, like, Tyrone had to go. Like, me and Tyrone just live two different type of lifestyles, I guess, and he is just not okay. And Tyrone brain, he is not okay. Okay, we're just gonna say he's just not okay. Tyrone wanted to live this life of he can have as many girls as he want, or let's see how many girls he can actually have at one time, and that was not good for me. That was not cool to me, and I think he knew that because once I turned 18, he said that I was gonna start to act different because I can date. I'm not what is that word? Jailbait. So, you know, around my 18th birthday, he did say that. And that's one of the things that I do remember Tyrone saying, like, you're going to turn 18 and you're going to switch up on me. And I never knew what that meant, but I guess that meant, you know, I'm going to switch up as in get something maybe better, get people that's older because now I'm not jailbait, which means jailbait is basically you can date older people without them going to jail. So I guess Tyrone knew that, you know, I was gonna start to branch off, which is what I needed to do because Tyrone was not ready for a serious relationship, and that's okay because, you know, that's okay. I'm 21 now, and I believe that Tyrone is either 22 or 23. But at the time, if I'm 16, he's 18. I'm 18, he's 20. But you know, that's cool. You're young, live your life, but don't play me in the mix. You know, especially don't play me in the mix when I've brung you around my family for holidays. Not one holiday. He spent Christmas at my grandpa's house. Then he spent New Year's. Then one year he spent Christmas at my aunt's house. Then Thanksgiving he spent at my house. Like, then for my cousin's birthday, cause she passed away, you were around my family then. But it's like I cannot have you to come around my family and you're trying to play me in the mix because this is not okay. Like, once I introduce my family to you, you're kind of smoothing into my good side, and once you do something like that, you wiggle right back out, like quick, fast, in a hurry. So Tyrone, you cool now. I have no bad feelings against you. I just had to get this video out because, you know what, this is an interesting story. Something that I would like to know. Did you ever get stabbed, Tyrone? Did guys even jump out their car, or did you only make it around the corner and not even make it to the gas station, Tyrone? So, I don't know. I don't know what to say. I just hope that you learn to cherish a good person because not all good people come around, you know. But anyway, good luck to you, Tyrone. So, you guys, that is my story time about how my ex used my phone to cheat, slash, my ex got stabbed. But anyway, if you like this video and you like my story times, even though they are pretty short, pretty crazy, thumbs this video up and there will be more videos to come. Like, subscribe, comment, click the little bell so you don't miss any more notifications from me. There will be more videos and crazy stories, more makeup tutorials, mommy times, mommy Mondays with me and my twins. Like, my channel is finna be lit. Like, I'm trying my best to get back on the road of doing my channel the way that my channel is supposed to be. because I've been gone for so long and my videos need to be up because I just love making YouTube videos. I love it. I love my subscribers. I love people who watch them. I like supporters. So, highlight on point. Highlight on point. Highlight on point. But anyway, like this video, subscribe to my channel, click the little bell so you don't miss any notifications from me. Comment, and see you guys in my next video.